I'm freestyling this. I'm winging it.
This is for my booty friends.
Try to give this girl some water, but she only drink the Fiji. Tried to pull up in her coupe, but she want a Lamborghini. Oh my God, I feel flawed. What you want? Only want that.
Hello everyone and welcome to Girl Talk. This video will be addressing those who have periods or those who want to know more about periods or menstruation, you know, a better way to say that. Okay, so for the first set, you know, on your light days, you will want to wear, you know, regular pads. These pads, always, not a commercial. They're supposed to last for 8 hours, but you know, I don't wear them for 8 hours. I wear them for like 2, 3, 4 because, you know, I'm not about that. I'm not really about that. The next level, you know, when things start to get a little heavy, you move on to level 2. Ding! Level 2 is a bit bigger than level 1. You know, well, they're the same size head, you know. It also is longer as well. Gives you more coverage. And the 4th level, there's a 3rd level? Well, I don't have a 3rd level. The 4th level is the nighttime ones. You know, nighttime, you know, when you want to get that extra ooze and you sleep on you sleep until 1 p.m. These are the guys. Okay, they're not open right now, but I'll open them. They're supposed to be longer. They're supposed to be. These guys, the big guys. Comparison, this is regular. This is long. And this is overnight. Goes up to 5 levels. But unfortunately, I'm not supermarket, so I don't have all of them. And I suppose you know how to use pads, so I'm not going to demonstrate how to use them. But due to popular demand, I will show you how to use. Okay. This is called a tampon. The scary guy. A little bit of flashback. I started using tampons when I was in Form 2, so I would have been 13 years old. And the main reason I started to use them was so I can swim all the time. That was a time when I was swimming every single week and I did not want periods to stop me. Okay, I was not about that. So then, you know, I learned how to use them, and my first time, it was a bit rough, you know, but I got better over time. That's the most important thing. It's like a skill, you know. You start off a bit rusty, and as you continue to use them, it gets better, you know, as you continue to practice, as you practice anything else. Okay, so just like pads, there are different sizes to tampons. There is light, regular, super, and super plus. I have regular, this is in Kotex, and I have Tampax, and I have Super Plus in Tampax Blue. Now, the one I recommend, the only one I recommend to use is regular, because you see, tampon is like a cotton going up you know what I mean? So when it goes in the what? The vagina, as it goes up there, you know, and it stays for too long, it takes in the moisture, you know, that regular moisture that you need in there, you know, the mucus, the discharge, you know, and latches onto that cotton. So when you have Super Plus, which is extra, you know, cotton inside of there, it sucks you dry. It sucks you dry, which will lead to a bunch of different problems, infections, you know, some nasty things going up in there, friction, you know. So the only one you should be using is regular. Now if you're brave enough to use Super and Super Plus, do not leave them in for long. You may be tempted to leave them in for a longer time, but do not leave them in for more than 4 hours, okay? And that's the thing with tampons. They're not supposed to be left as long as pads. They're not supposed to be left in the coochie for more than 5 hours, more than 4 hours. It's not supposed to be up until 10 hours, because that will lead you to an infection, a nasty disease that could potentially be fatal. What's the name of the disease? I don't know the name of the disease. What's it called again? Toxic shock syndrome. The disease is known as toxic shock syndrome, and as I said, it could potentially be very fatal, okay? You won't want to die from leaving in a tampon for too long. Now that's a dumb way to die. Moving on, we proceed on how to use them. So I'm going to demonstrate with the Super Plus because, you know, let's start with the big guy first. Okay, so make sure when you're using tampons, make sure that your hands are clean, because they're going up, you know, an open area that can lead to infection. So please wash your hands. Do not sanitize your hands, wash them. So we're opening them carefully. I don't have a model. This is so weird. I don't have a model. Okay. This string is a string that would hang outside of the vagina, so that it will be easy for you to pull out the tampon when it's time for you to change it. Okay, so let me show you how to use it. So pretend this is, you know. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you make sure that you know the different parts of your vagina or your vulva or something. Okay, let me tell you what it is. There are multiple holes down there, okay? You want to make sure that it goes to the second hole, okay? The second hole, okay? Not the first, not the third, the second. When it goes for the first, your urethra, it will burn, it will sting, it's not supposed to be there, you gotta mash it up. Now, if it goes for the third, well, you're not really solving the problem of you trying to manage your period. Okay, so we're going through the second hole. We're gonna push it in, and until it reaches this part, this small part here, I'm going to click it close. Okay, so now it's here, and we're gonna push it, and this part is the part that goes and stays there. As we push it, it comes out, and this part will be hanging outside. Now you shouldn't really worry about this. It's not going to hang outside of your underwear. You just have to tuck it in. When it's time to remove the tampon, all you have to do is gently, slowly pull it out. Now you'll know when it's time for it to come out if it comes out smoothly. If it's resisting, then it's either you should leave it in longer or you're wearing the wrong size. You should have used a smaller size, like light or regular, or your period is just too light for the tampon. But remember, do not leave it in for long, more than 4 to 6 hours. So if it's resisting, try to pull it out. What to wear your tampon with? Okay, what to wear your tampon with? You can wear it with a regular pad if you do not trust that the tampon will hold in all the period, or you can use a panty liner, a panty shield. Those are fine. Or if you're brave enough, you can just not wear anything, as with a swimsuit. Of course, you do not want to be going in this pool or the beach with a panty liner or a pad in, because it will come out. It will come out and it will lead to a very embarrassing situation. Okay, it will come out. Let's talk a little bit about, PMS. Now, PMS is a bit different for other people, It could be, you feel nothing, like nothing happens to you. Or, other times you feel like you've been hit by a truck, you've fallen off of a building, a train passes on you. Or you just feel like you've jumped and rolled down a very steep and rocky hill. So let me tell you how to deal with it. How to deal with pimples. Now, you could cover it up with foundation or concealer, or just try to wash your face a bit more and apply acne cream, acne moisturizer. Hopes that'll go away. For pain, you don't really need a specific menstrual pill. I don't know why they market those things. You can use Panadol, you can use Advil, or anything else that's a pain reliever, and those things should work fine, okay? Now, there's different types of Panadol. There's extra strength, there's multi-symptoms, so just experiment with those different types of pain relievers in order to manage the pain. The cravings, well, just make sure you stock up, okay? That's the only way to deal with that.
10 seconds later.
What else happens? I think people should if you're worried about the size of this thing, this is super plus, okay? This is not the regular size is much smaller than this. Let me show you, but then I'll have to open it, and I don't really want to open it. Let me show you old regular. So in comparison to the Super Plus and the regular, this is the Super Plus. It's you might be able to see it. This is the regular. Well, let me show you the components of a tampon. Clicker, 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 clicker. Oh, for you to know that the tampon went in, this is supposed to go all the way through. All the way through. And here we have it, folks. That's all we have for today for period 101. See you next time. Never. Bye. Toodles.